Hi y'all, what's up y'all? How everybody doing? Shout out to the Payal gang and the new subscribers and my moderators. All right, disclaimer: fair use act, education purpose use only. All rights, image, and music clip belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership. So now check this out, gang. Y'all see it on the screen. Now look, now watch this. Who all in the chat right now remember when King Rob and Marco them was talking about they went to Atlanta, then they went to Houston, Texas at a Crown Plaza, and when King, and I remember this like it was yesterday. King Rob said, man, they went to Houston and they pulled a lick, bro. This is what King Rob said. King Rob said they went to Atlanta, then they went to Houston, Texas. Know what I'm saying? And check this out. They even talk about how Straight Drop put the police on the chase. They even talking about they committed a murder at a hotel. And I was like, wait a minute. Then when I was just, I was just minding my business, just y'all know how I just be looking into some things. And then it just dawned on me. I said, man, King Raw was talking about the Jorden Bilbo case, bro. Look, cause I remember this, bruh. I was listening to the live because I'm like, damn, for real? Cause he was like, yeah, we went to Atlanta and they tried to set me up. They tried to kill me too. And I'm like, man, what's all it is? So when I started looking at the dates and on this stuff, I was like, man, when King Rob was talking about when they went to Atlanta, it matched up with the Jorden Bilbo, right? And y'all know he said they met it with Straight Drop, Chose the King was there, and all of this. And keep this in mind, y'all know this man was shot in the head in Houston at a Crown Plaza hotel in the stairwell. Look, keep that in mind. And this was a month after Kenneka. Now, this was 2 months after Kenneka death. Because he died, they said he died October the 31st or November the 1st. So now watch this. Now check this out. Watch this. I remember this. And a lot of people finna remember this too. When he said they went to there, they killed somebody and they got the money. You know what I'm saying? And King Raw was like, look, they met up with, you know what I'm saying, with Straight dropping them down there, you know what I'm talking about. And some of this stuff had to do with Miss Teresa's sister also in Houston, Texas, right? You look, y'all know how King Rob used to always keep Houston, Texas name in his mouth. And I was like, man, every time when he talk about, you know what I'm saying, the hotel and yeah, the one in Atlanta, the protest, we threw a protest in Atlanta, then we went to the other Crown Plaza at the Houston, Texas and all this. And keep this in mind, you can type in his name, you ain't finna get no information about Joy Bilbo. He never got aired on the news. They never shared this man. They never shared this man death nowhere. You see what I'm saying? So watch this. This is a blessing to Trey Gang right now. Cause y'all remember when I used to tell y'all, I used to be like, man, look, it's so many YouTubers in on this. It's a pattern. It's a big organization of people harvesting. You know, these ain't your ordinary people. You know what I'm saying? And the people that Trey Gang exposing, these people got a following of their own, bro. They somebody to people, to the people they know. So it's gonna make me sound crazy to they people when I say, hey man, don't you know this person, you know what I'm saying, doing this and man, them folk gonna be like, man, get up out of here, bro. You don't know what you talking about, out of towner, you. So now look, watch this. Guess who broke the news? Raven Brown. She from Houston, Texas. Hold on. Keep this in mind. We know Miss Teresa's side of the family when they come to Houston, Texas. Right? Look at this last name. Now check this out. Now, then I told everybody, look, y'all, we need to go back to Ohio, especially Cincinnati, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Right? I just want y'all, everybody know who last name Brown. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody know who last name Brown. Think about Patrick Brown, right? So look, this the girl. Watch this, y'all. This so cold right here. This is what I'm finna get at. If you go back to her, I'ma let Crenshaw break it down. And before I let Crenshaw break it down and expose this stuff, if you put Jorden Bilbo in on it, watch this. Guess who all talking about it? The YouTubers that had something to do with the Kenneka Jenkins case. And here they go right here. Boom. Bam. Look, check this out. Look, check this out. Look at all these, look, boom, y'all. Look, all the YouTubers. Check this. This is all the youth. Do y'all know who this is Fact Check TV. This is Fact Check TV that I got receipts on that a person said Fact Check TV. She in on the body harvesting and her husband, her fiance mysteriously was murdered. This Fact Check TV. Now look, there it go. Look. All right. Everybody that talked about this case, boom. Everybody, bruh. I'm not lying. Check it out. Booyah. Ain't these all the youth? Keep this in mind. Nobody didn't know nothing about the Jorden Bilbo case until they brought it up. You see what I'm saying? If nobody never heard about it, how they get the information? Because only thing that was reported was a police report. But guess who told everybody about it? Her. Look, do everybody remember Tiffany Draper got a video that she went to Crown Plaza, right? In Texas, right? Thumb me up, because I've been trying to find that video on her page. And if you could find it, send me that link. If you could send me that link right now. Because do y'all remember Tiffany Draper on her page? She was at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Because if you saw that video, that's the same hotel Jorden Bilbo was in. That's the same hotel Jorden Bilbo was in, bruh. So this is where I'm getting at. It's a reason why they had to get that man out of here. Because if you look into his family, that's all I'm finna say right here. I'm finna see if everybody finna catch on to this. All right? This lady, the one that brought it up, she told everybody, hey, my friend, boyfriend, something like that. I guess her friend, boyfriend, her friend messed with Jordan Bilbo. She the one telling everybody about his death. So where's the girlfriend and why was so much? Matter of fact, let me take this down. Cause I'm finna get on that Kenneka Jenkins case. Now look. Here she go right here. There she go right there, right? Now look, she got 12,000 followers. It ain't nothing I can tell her 12,000 followers about some shit they got going on in this harvesting thing, bro. Here she go. Boom, Texas. There she go. And then I noticed this. I shared this with a lot of people. I said, look, y'all, look who all I'm finding out. And when I show you their Facebook page, everybody got money. Everybody successful in the music game. Everything, look. Then she got mutual friends with me. You see what I'm saying? Then when I go to the friends, look how many more mutual friends. And look where it's finna lead back up to. Look where it's leading back up to, bro. Come on, man. Now, do you see that? So, if I click on this page, look how many more goddamn mutual friends. It's finna, guess where it's finna lead back to? I ain't finna say no more. Look, check this out. If I start clicking on this page and just start going through nothing but mutual friend, guess where it's finna go back to? Say a family name or say somebody name. Look where it's gonna lead back up to. But watch this. Check this out. I'm finna let Crenshaw break it down. Cause at this point, Crenshaw down with this shit, bro. I thought Crenshaw was straight. Crenshaw ain't straight, bro. Man, these folks is not straight, bro. Keep that in mind. Y'all remember this name, Cassandra Van V-Trex. Look at Hug It. Come on now. Watch this. Listen to this shit.
You know, on and on in these posts. Some of them are still there. Some of them have been deleted. But that's what she said. And hundreds of people have seen these posts and taken screenshots, and you can still find them online. But it came from her. And I have already, with little effort, proven her lies on a couple of these things that she had to say. We're going to start with the actual report that she had put up. This is the only verifiable proof online.
Notice. Check this out. Notice. This is her friend, boyfriend. Now, why is she the one uploading information about the death, right? Listen to this. Do y'all think that's suspicious off the top? Where I'm finna go with this? Think about what King Rob was talking about. They went to Texas. They killed somebody in Texas. Somebody paid them the money. They end up going to Atlanta, and King Rob said he felt like they tried to kill him at Atlanta. That's why he don't talk to Chosen King and Marco them no more, because he felt like they folk were trying to kill him, bruh. Look, watch this.
at all whatsoever that there was a death at a Crown Plaza. And it just says male victim in his 20s, pending verification by the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences. So what did I do? Well, I called the Harris County Institute of Forensic Science.
And that's why how everybody found out about Jorden Bilbo. Cause keep this in mind, King Ron was talking about a murder. Nobody didn't know what he was talking about. You see what I'm saying? I believe they went and did that to this man, bro. Right? Cause the story match up. So what I believe what happened was they came in the J4K community and started talking about the Jorden Bilbo. The same fucking YouTubers. Ain't that a coincidence? Ain't that a coincidence? How can you report something if she look? Watch this.
And they gave me a lot of information. Maybe because I was convincing, maybe because I was one of the first people to call. I'm not sure. But in addition to case numbers, I was also told that he was identified by fingerprints. He wasn't identified by a license or a person. There's other things I'm going to get into in far more detail, and I'm going to be able to.
Now watch this. This the cold part about this game. Peep the game. Listen to this. Hotel staff found the mayor after the family members of the hotel gets requested the grounds to be searched, and they was unable to. Hold on. So keep this in mind. The mama gonna be there allegedly, and the girlfriend gonna be there, right? But was the best friend there Raven Brown? Cause watch this. I just want y'all to listen to this shit.
Further prove what I'm stating, but we're just gonna deal with what could be found on the internet right now. So let's proceed from here. I did not want to believe this, but until I can prove otherwise, I am going to be labeling this case the Jorden Bilbo facade. By the time I'm done with this video, you will understand why. I'm a very logical person, and I'm a very thorough person. So I like to do background checks, searches, reverse searches. That goes for photographs as well. This photo, I don't know where it came from exactly because it's not on.
Now watch what she finna expose, gang. I swear to God, y'all can solve this man case right now.
Jorden Bilbo's Facebook, or this man, whoever he is, but it's out there on the internet. So I reversed searched this image, and when I did, I was given this result. Google suggested hotel. Come on, Google. I mean, the best guess for this image is hotel. It doesn't look like he's in a hotel in the picture, yet this was my result. Now, that's not enough to call it a facade, I feel you, but I'm gonna get deeper. So, as usual, everything I'm about to show you is information that can be found on the internet so that you can verify everything that I am saying for yourself. I'm going to discuss what I found and go step by step. Background check, of course, for Jorden Bilbo, and what I was able to come up with was that he had a sister by the name of Jaleisha Bilbo. This is her. This is her profile. This is her. I don't know if they're engaged or not, but they definitely have been in a committed relationship for some time. And she also does have photos of her family and her brother on her profile. This confirms that. This photo right here It basically says, me and the Bilbo crew love y'all big heads. It's Jaleisha, Leonard, Jorden, Deshanta, and Pierce, oldest to youngest. And then, she tagged a few people in the photo. You can see right here, there's Jorden. There's Jorden. And, that's the dad, Tommy, in the top left-hand corner. And I want you to look at pay attention to the names that are tagged. The last name that's tagged.
Now watch this. This finna be crazy. Cause y'all, this is so serious right now. I want y'all to look. Look at his daddy, right? What his daddy look like? Look at the daddy. I don't think nobody actually listening to what Crenshaw saying, bro. She just exposed. Look, wanna know what I believe? What they was doing? They was exposing the case because they got spooked. They got spooked. And King Rob telling everybody about a murder.
Is I guess you would pronounce that Layla Marie. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. But I decided to go to her profile. And when I go to her profile, I see that she, posted about Jorden, which is, made me feel a little bit better about humanity. Like, okay, I hadn't found anything on the sister's page about Jorden. I hadn't found anything else on anyone else that was supposed to be associated with him. It's his page. But I did find that this lady, I do not believe that she is his mother. Because she, at no point in time did she say that, but she calls other family.
Keep this in mind. The reason why she's saying about what she said about the mother, right? Keep that in mind, right?
Family members, her babies. So she's a relative of some sort, though. And she said, for the record and to clear up the rumors, my baby did not kill himself, and whatever happened, God will see to it that it's revealed. I also do not believe that he killed himself, because the cause of death is unknown according to the coroner's office, and kind of impossible. If he killed himself, I feel like it would be a little bit more obvious. So there's that. Now, here's where it gets a little bit odd. In addition to finding this on her page, I also came across this. It's a post, and, it was just posted recently. And she said, I'm trying my best to celebrate his day without being sad.
Now, y'all remember this face right here. Remember this face and remember this profile. This face, remember this profile, and who's supposed to be behind this profile. This finna be mind-blowing, gang. This finna be so mind-blowing.
Because the legacy and impact he's left speaks for itself. And basically, it's, it's for her, a letter to my son, happy 26th birthday. And his name is Leonard, which is like odd that I'm assuming that's the Leonard in that group, or as she called it, the Bilbo crew, because I cannot find this Leonard anywhere. And now I know why, because he passed away. So right now we're working with 2 out of the 3 boys in the Bilbo crew being dead. And let's just move on from that, but not forget. This was very unsettling for me because this picture was very, very familiar. I knew this picture. I couldn't remember where I knew it from, whose profile I had seen it on, but I knew for sure that I had seen it, and I had seen it on a profile that had to do with Kenneka whenever I was searching various profiles of family members and friends. And then I finally was able to find it. This profile right here. Look at the top. It says Naja Martin. I don't know exactly who Naja Martin. I guess she's supposed to be a relative to Kenneka. And
Naja Martin. Oh, ain't that a coincidence?
Naja Martin. I don't know exactly who Naja Martin. I guess she's supposed to be a relative to Kenneka. And it's like the picture came from her. It came from Sanisha Brown right there, and then just coincidentally Raven Brown posted. These two girls are nowhere near each other. Nowhere near each other. But they've tagged like
Pow! Pow! You see where it go back to now? Now you see where it go. Now you see where it's... Come on now. Come on. They sharing the same stuff and tagging the same people.
they've shared the same picture. I just found that odd. Why they would have any connection to each other is beyond me, but they do for whatever reason. So that's that. Also, and lastly, I wanted to talk about Jorden and his obituary. Now, this obituary I found it odd that it's the very first thing that you find when you search for him. I mean, like, it was there from day one. It was just right there. You look up Jorden Bilbo, this pops up. First thing, good old Google, okay? So while I'm searching for Jorden, I'm always remembering Kenneka and searching for Kenneka, and lo and behold,
So if you look when he died, they said he died October 31st. Right? October 31st. They just closed the Kenneka case. And then you got King Rob talking about a murder. Watch this.
I come across this, everybody. Find a grave. Kenneka Jenkins. Oh, yeah. This is real. She has apparently some kind of wannabe obituary now. As a matter of fact, there's like two. This one, well, they're both like related when you go like to find a grave, but you could just open it up and see different pictures. I don't know who this person is. It says added by Selena and Aaliyah and Tupac Forever, but they need to be questioned, because who are they to even authorize this? Who are they? I mean, I doubt as though they know Kenneka. If you research it further, you're going to see that that particular person has set up various online accounts, and I just found it very odd, very, very strange. And I would like your guys' feedback on all the stuff that I kind of went over today. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I'll be back soon with more information. Bye.
If you are a funeral home representative, press 3. For information about a cause of death, death certificate, autopsy report, or other inquiries,
That's deep.
Investigations, can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling to see if you guys would have a body in possession of somebody who died at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Houston.
Okay. Do you have a name?
His name is, give me just a second, Jorden Bilbo, Bilbbo.
And when was this?
From what I'm seeing, it would have been either today or yesterday. We're just trying to make sure it's not a friend of ours, but because there was an article that was placed on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Now peep this out.
Wow. Okay. No, they didn't. Did I say Jason or Jordan? Jordan.
And Jordan's with a J?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure it's Jordan?
And they're saying that the location would have been 9090 Southwest Freeway in Houston
At the Crown Plaza.
at the Crown Plaza.
This the same hotel Tiffany Draper came to and was like, yeah, I'm at the hotel Kenneka died in. And I was like, that ain't even the hotel.
He did. It's taking too long. Let's get a little real true.
Okay. I have found a Jordan Bilbo at that address.
Okay, and do you know what day that would have been? What that would have been as of today?
It was on the 1st.
Okay, so he is in the possession of the coroner.
So watch this. Another red flag. He supposed to been in the hotel for 31 hours. For 32 hours. Watch this. And listen to what the lady finna say what his mama is.
No. He was released to the funeral home on the 3rd.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
We have his mother down as next to kin.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
We have his mother down as next to kin.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
We have his mother down as next to kin.
So why would she made that number like, yeah, then they got his mother down as a Mexican? You see what I'm saying? Now look, you just traced the Bilbo back to the Martins family. You see what I'm saying? You just somehow, and then look, I'm showing y'all this on even on my Facebook page. What's this? Hold on. Next to Ken. Hold on, let me see.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
We have his mother down as next to Ken.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
We have his mother down as next to Ken.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
We have his mother down as next to Ken.
Okay, thank you.
That sound like, I don't know. I was just, man, it sound like Mexican to me. But he was in the hotel for 32 hours, right? Look how they finna get the date screwed up. Let me go to this one. I think I just watched that one. That's how he ended up there.
This is the Crown Plaza Hotel. All right. So Jason Bilbo was found unresponsive.
So check this out. So they look. This is let you know they knew something. They there at the hotel, and I want y'all to hear what this man said. He said they was there. Lamont said he was there at a meeting when all of this was going down. Watch this.
Up in the stairway of Jorden Bilbo. Bilbo. Again, y'all share this video. He was found unresponsive in the Crown Plaza Hotel, just like Kenneka Jenkins. And he was found 32 hours. He was missing for 32 hours. And after he was found, he was found unresponsive in the stairwell. So,
Shot in the head.
see two exits. As you guys can see, they're going to exit over there. And again, this is Crown Plaza Hotel. So far, I've not seen one camera in this hotel. Come on, y'all, come on in. Let's raise awareness and let's get justice for Jorden.
This the same hotel Tiffany Draper walked
They
in.
knocked my signal out. So I'm upstairs. We have some freedom fighters downstairs, literally at the front door, and they are with Jedediah. While I'm scoping out the upstairs where he was and where the friend was and stuff, you know, there are a lot of questions that needs to be asked and answered. Here's another exit. You know, wow. So what I'm gonna do, well, look at that. Boardroom. Oh, storage. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ. It does not look organized in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. I'm so serious. I am not settled in my spirit right about now. There are bags. There are boxes in here. It's dark in the back, but there's like one light on. Oh shit. Oh shit. You see? Where is the accountability in this hotel? I don't even know how to. Good evening, Chicago. Good evening, America. Good evening.
Here we go, y'all. Check this out. This what he finna say. He said he was there in Texas when Jorden Bilbo got killed.
To the people across the United States of America and across the world who follow my page and what I do. But this isn't about me. As you guys know, a young man that goes by the name of Jorden Bilbo, or Balbo, I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right.
And it's funny that he down there look like him without the mustache.
He was found unresponsive in the stairwell of Crown Plaza Hotel in Houston, Texas. Right now, myself and Jedediah Brown is in a meeting, so when we wrap up this meeting, we would definitely be going down to this hotel. And this is so crazy that this happens while we're out here in Texas. So,
And you happen to be out there? What? Look, man, this stuff is for real when they said they in this programming, bruh. The programming is the snatching, bruh. It's the body snatching. No news, check this out. This the dead giveaway. Ain't no news outlet talking about it. It ain't even been reported it. Only thing they just got from the girl from Raven of a copy of a police report. That's it. It could be fake or whatever the case may be. But they went so hard, like, come on, gang.
I don't even know how to fully respond to this. I really don't know my emotions and feelings towards this, but I do ask, and yes, Robin Mason, yes, I agree. This, again, for the people who are tuning in, this young man, I go by the name of Jorden Bilbo, was found unresponsive and dead in the stairwell of Crown Plaza Hotel here in Houston, Texas.
Now look, here go another coincidence. Huggy.
Know that Jorden is dead. Please let Rodney know his services are Saturday.
Bruh.
What is that about?
Come on, man. He a security guard. He into this stuff too. So when everything hit the fan, cause guess how everybody heard it. Well, really not too many people heard about the Jorden Bilbo case, but the JFK community, cause they started posting it in the JFK community group. That's how you finna find out the Martin family, the Davis family, and then you finna catch all this connection around the world, bruh. Look. Look. If you look, watch this.
See that? The Twitter account right here. You see this? I know you're wondering, right? There goes a follower I know. That's the beautiful Miss Nicole Crenshaw.
Oh! Now look, Crenshaw no huggy, bruh. Look, Crenshaw no hugging. Crenshaw is not straight, bro. I knew our people gang. That's why she pulled up Miss Teresa background report and told everybody, I'ma just throw it out there. It just showed me nobody didn't even look into the goddamn background, bro. And then look, peep the game.
Yes, that's her. So we both fall in the proud here. Each one of these, we hit love on it. So I know you're wondering, well, we weren't the only one that did it. So when you click this account here, we discovered that she liked it, I liked it, and that's me, Huggy Bin Laden, Huggy Pacino, as you can see there. But you want to know who this is? Let's go to that.
Now look who this person going to be. Crenshaw finna break this down. Check this out, bruh. This is so crazy, bruh. Crenshaw got a video breaking down who this is, bruh. Make the long story short. This one finna make a long story short. Jorden Bilbo got a cousin, right? I believe they did the same thing to his cousin. Cause look, he got a cousin that died mysteriously. You see what I'm saying? Hold up. So And if you look at it, the family finna be working with Huggy. What a coincidence. The family finna be working with the same YouTubers. What?
That profile, shall we? But before we do that, I'm gonna give y'all a clear understanding of the distance between Houston, Texas, and Lake Charles, Louisiana. Let me go back here. This is the official distance.
Woo!
31 minutes. You can go that direction, 2 hours and 51, or you can go this way and it's 250. Is it 251 or 220? So you got 220, 231, and 251. And that's mainly because of probably traffic or whatnot, through the city. This is, we all know about the slab in Houston if you've been to Houston before. But anyway, Lake Charles is right here. Now, the interesting thing about this is Beaumont plays a big part in this also. And I'm going to show y'all about that. Let's go to the Facebook page. When you look up Jorden Bilbo on Facebook, of course, you're going to only find this profile. So the name, of course,
Peep the game.
only has one profile.
Watch this.
Other Jorden Bilbos. You're going to find this guy. Let's go to his page. See this guy? You see this? This is also Jorden Bilbo, right?
Now watch this. That ain't Jorden Bilbo. That's his cousin. Crenshaw broke this shit down. Watch this. This finna show you they were working together, bro. They didn't look. The family with the Bilbo family was working with the YouTuber that's on the surveillance footage at the Crown Plaza Hotel in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Payao. Watch this.
You wanna know what's funny about this? The last time this had a post was 2015. This is that Jorden Bilbo. This is him. As you can see, he's a real tall guy, so he's an athletic guy. Alright?
See that? He got killed. I believe that, man, bro. It's some real harvesting going on, bro. It's some real harvesting going on, bro. Cause listen to this.
So this is Jorden Bilbo. Now the question you need to ask is, well, he lives in Lake Charles. Jorden Bilbo, what a coincidence, right? I'm trying to see who he plays for. But nonetheless, that's not really important. And then you have this Jorden Bilbo, who lives in Houston and has no mention of Lake Charles or Louisiana or anything of the nature. Now, one thing we do know, he played for Southern University, which is a school in Baton Rouge.
That's his cousin. So let me play this video.
Business card. It's almost like comical. I've been trying to make sense out of what little I could find pertaining to Jorden online. So now I'm going to show you what I found to be major contradictions in a case that really shouldn't have any. This first picture is from his obituary, and you can, see there, his name and the date, February 15th, 1992 to November 1st, 2017. But we're going to go back onto the mom's, or so she says, mom, Twitter, and she's been claiming not only on what she's captioned her Twitter to be, but in various posts that her son died on October 31st. The love of my life was taken from me on October 31st. So it seems odd to me that the mother of the person that is dead doesn't quite seem to have the date right. But just keep that in mind, because we're going to look at this.
So if Trey Gang traced back the Bilbo family back to the Martins family. Oh, what's going on, gang? Y'all see the red flags now? You tracing family and watch how she finna expose this.
This is a tweet that Jordy's mom, or Jordan's mommy, wrote to a lady that has like a online page, and you know, she puts current events and other various things on it. And she says to Kissy Denise, who has the online page, "Thank you for taking down that fake FundMe page. I don't know the Raven Brown or the other girl posted on your page." Now, doesn't that seem really odd that the mom doesn't know who Raven Brown is when Raven
Brown, the one that and brought it to everybody's attention. Keep that in mind.
Brown is the one that told the world Jorden died at the Crowne Plaza. So, let's look at that. Actually, we'll bring up that message right now. We're going to go over this.
Man, this finna hit so different. She should have never said nothing, bruh. Watch how different this finna hit. Let me see y'all peeping game, bruh.
Because this is the message that Raven Brown put on Facebook, and she deleted it later that same day. And I'll go into why I believe that she had to delete it, or felt she needed to delete it. It says, "They're trying to cover up my friend's boyfriend's murder at the Crowne Plaza in Houston." Notice how every time she writes Crowne Plaza, she capitalizes it and nothing else. He went missing for 32 hours in the Crowne Plaza and was found dead in the stairwell. No deep details, even though she's going to give us a lot. Key facts. The elevators have been down at the Crowne Plaza since a hurricane, which means a stairwell is used frequently. How was he missing that long? No one's seen him, smelled him, heard the gunshot, with 5 question marks, and who said there was a gun? Anyways, also, they claim the cameras only work on the first floor. They said my friend checked out the room on the second.
Oh, but you don't hear nothing about the girlfriend story. But all the narrative is coming from who? Raven Brown. Uh-oh. Boy, King Rob done stirred up some shit now. King Rob really stirred up some shit. Cause King Rob always say, man, they be hitting licks at hotel. So, check this out. How is the friend gonna check out on the second, right? On the second. But they supposed to been found the body on the first. Hello? Then they said they were cleaning the room.
And she did not. And when she asked to go back in there, they said she can't because it's being deep cleaned. Why? It happened on the stairwell. No. Also, they didn't let his mom identify the body, saying that there was no need to because his ID was on him, and the morgue suggested she not see her son like that because they were too close. WTF, of course.
If he was in the stairwell, I bet you they beat him up and shot him. You see what I'm saying? No security. Nobody ain't talking about security. None of this, right?
Of course, I'm saying the same thing. Also, they didn't give any of his belongings that he had on him to his mom. or my friend. They shipped it with him to the funeral home in Louisiana where he will be buried. So if you've seen me crying last night, that's why, because this some fishy ass bullshit in Crown Plaza Hotel. You will not get away with this shit again. I put my life on that.
So she admits she was at the Crown Plaza too, and why would she would be crying? That ain't her boyfriend. And why is the girlfriend silent? Why is she speaking up for the girlfriend, bro? But watch this.
So many things are wrong with this. The fact that, you know, she, after the day she spent posting about this, she hasn't really seemed to care at all about the case or hasn't mentioned it again. But what really sticks out to me, aside from the Crown Plazas being in all caps, is in the middle of this post, she says, they said my friend checked out of the room on the 2nd and she did not. And when she asked to go back in there, they said she can't. So it sounds like, or it doesn't sound like, basically what she's saying is whoever Jordan's girlfriend is, who is still MIA as far as the public knows, like I don't even know that she exists, but she's claiming that the girl.
See that? You see that? What if that girl is made up? Maybe she was with the Raven Brown. Cause she the one that got the paperwork first. Before the mama do. She the setup chick, bro. I remember when she first hit this fan and you know what I'm saying? They was earning her. I was like, bitch, you a setup chick, you know what I'm saying? And she was just, man, I'm finna leave it alone. When she got exposed on that, she stopped talking about it. Hold up, watch this.
Girlfriend tried to go back up into the room, I guess where her and Jorden were, and that they wouldn't let her because they said it was going to be deep cleaned, but she thought that was suspicious because, well, didn't he die on the stairwell? But here's the thing about that. A friend of mine had messaged in the very beginning, right, the same day that Jorden had, wrote this post. She messaged this Raven on Facebook to get a little bit more information. And when she did that, I'm going to read you the messages. She says, at first, I think originally she said something to her like along the lines of, sorry to hear about Jorden. And that he passed away. She's all, thank you. How is he doing? His girlfriend, she said, is connecting to his mom not good. She said, oh, OMG, thank you, girl. And then my friend writes, sorry to bother you again, but my mom nearly had a heart attack. Do you have his girl's number or a way I can get a hold of her? And she sends this. We're going to take a closer look at that in a second, but it's like a, kind of looks like a business card or something of some sort. This one was like second number. So after she sends a business card, which is right here, then she says, second number is his mom. Kind of continues at the bottom, is his mom is connecting to his mom. Like, as in other words, she's trying to say, this is the card for the officer in charge of the case, and it's a second number that's the one that's connecting to his mom, as if she's in contact with the mom as well. Remember, she also had put a post up stating that the reason why she deleted her original post is because the mom wanted it taken down. I don't know how that is when the mom stated, well, the Twitter mom, that she didn't even know who Raven Brown is or was. So, one, someone's lying, or they're both lying. I haven't figured that part out yet, but there's definitely a liar amongst us. So that's basically, as far as that goes, this girl also, the Raven Brown also said, if I don't have that message, I'll have to find it and put it in another video, where she says that the girlfriend, she claims her name is Nadia, that she was in Atlanta at the time. The girlfriend was, supposedly. So if that's the case, there could be nobody asking to go back up into any room because that person didn't exist to even ask to go back up into any room. He was there by himself, is what she's saying. So let's look at this business card that she tried to, or pull off as a business card, closer.
Man, y'all heard how Atlanta popping up, talking about the girl supposed to be in Atlanta at that time too, the girlfriend. That go back to what King Raw was talking about. Cause King Raw was even talking about a girl, bruh. Man, I wish that video was still up when King Raw was talking about this stuff, bruh. But it's a couple of more videos that he got where he do mention it though. Not all of it, but he did mention it. But check this out. To make a long story short, Crenshaw ended up finding the real mama and who was behind the fake mama account. You get what I'm saying? She finna expose who the real mama is and who is the fake mama. Put it like this here. You break down the Jorden Bilbo case. Everybody get to talking about it. Next thing you know, you make a fake account, you know what I'm saying, posing as the mother, you know what I'm saying, and everybody grieving thinking it's the mother. In reality, it ain't the mama. It's the same thing what Miss Teresa was doing, making other pages. You see what I'm saying? Hold up.
Basically, at first glance, it kind of does look like it would be a card, but then, I thought it was odd. It said 11 of 11 at the top. I don't know what reference that has to anything or what other photos it went to. But it says, Houston Police Department, got the little seal. It just says Detective K. Elliott. This information is literally how it was written on the news, like press release that came out. Then it says office desk and 2 numbers. Anybody that saw that press release could have gotten the same information, but it didn't quite look like a business card to me. I was zooming in. It's almost like at the bottom, it's not quite even. And it's like I felt like I was looking at a piece of paper, not a business card. So I decided to figure out what their business cards actually look like in Houston for the police. And this is what they look like. This is a setup. These are the colors. This is how they're set up. There's an email address. It has a first and last name, not an initial like it did in the press release. This is what the business cards look like for the Houston Police Department. Like this. Not like this. This looks like she printed it out off of the computer and tried to pull it off as a business card. And if you're not convinced yet, I also went and found this. What this is basically what she used. Look at that. She didn't even bother to put an email because she didn't know what the guy's email was, but she just used this as like a template or the seal of it and made her own faulty, fraudulent business card. It's almost like comical. And everyone that she sent it to, I guess, didn't really question it, but no, it didn't look right to me. So what was even more troublesome was when I reversed searched the location of the picture, because yes, I can do that as well. And it literally came up in the middle of nowhere. I had to zoom out on the map of the photo to see where it was, because it was in the middle of the ocean. And it's basically in Timbuktu. So they have some type of, something installed onto their phone or with the location, so it's thrown off. So I couldn't even tell where she was whenever she took that picture, because I'm pretty sure that she wasn't in Nigeria in the middle of the ocean. So that's just, it's terrible.
Now, y'all see when she said about Timbuktu? Now, keep that in mind. they always mention foreigners, right? They all YouTubers got this in common, that it was some foreigners involved in this case, right? They tracing it back to Timbuktu, right? Now this where everything was planted at the fake was saying foreigners and you got people from Haiti and all of this. Man, this shit for real. Look.
Basically, everything, nothing makes sense. None of this makes sense. None of it adds up. None of it makes sense. And we are left with no answers. But I'm going to, as I finish up, go over this. This was a post that was posted by a friend of Jordan's. And basically, she posted 2 pictures of him as Danbrush. She's getting real out here in this place we call the world. She's just finding out someone I've been knowing since we were kids and was still cool with till this day, just passed away. But I want you to pay attention to the date. November 1st. November 1st.
Oh, dead giveaway right there. Look, I ain't even know this case was worse than I thought it was. This case worse than I thought it was, bro. These people working with the police.
Because the press release that we saw in the last video, you see here, it said that November 2nd, the Houston police were still awaiting autopsy results. So how is it that if people knew since... When did people find out? This is what I want to know. When did people find out who knew and everything else? Because they don't ID people with, or positively identify people with an ID, a license. I could have anyone's license in my pocket or in my wallet or in my purse. So they had to take him on, it says here, it was the first, and identify him via his fingerprints before they were able to contact his family. He had nobody there with him. The girlfriend supposedly was in Atlanta. So what is the real timeline? If anybody could help me out with that, that would be great. Because it's coming off shady. And I believe that this man lost his life. I believe that he deserves justice no matter how he died, no matter what was going on. At the end of the day, nobody should die in vain, but it's very hard for people to fight for justice when they don't even know what is really going on. This went out on the 2nd. It was just this little tiny article, and it's never to this day been on any news.
Know that Jorden is dead. Please let Rodney know his services are Saturday. What is that about? You see that? Like when or when. Okay, whatever that is, some other tweet. And then she just tweets them in the open. So who is this person?
I asked you guys to share this video for me. I was surprised they didn't knock my signal out. So as I'm upstairs, we have some freedom fighters downstairs, literally at the front door, and they are with Jedediah. While I'm scoping out the upstairs where he was and where the friend was and stuff, there are a lot of questions that needs to be asked and answered. Here's another exit. And I was down here in Texas And I was working in these hotels, you know.
So check this out. If you look, let me find that video when she finna expose Huggy. I mean, now y'all remember Huggy making the video, right? Watch this.
Story starts with Raven Brown because she is the one that originated this story. She posted on Facebook multiple times that her friend's boyfriend was found dead in a Crown Plaza in Houston, which is where it says that she's from, even though I could find no record of that. But she stated that it was fishy and that the Crown Plaza was covering up the murder of her, friend's boyfriend, and that they wouldn't let the mom identify the body because he had his license on him. And she went,
So when did the mama get up to the hotel to identify the body? Cause from my understanding, they making it seem like the mama was there and family was there at the hotel asking them to search, and they finally found him in the stairwell, shot to death. Come on, man. I'm reading between the lines here. Then she making up this allegedly girlfriend. Nobody never saw or heard this lady. Never look. I don't even think the lady exists. Why was he was at the Crown Plaza anyway? And she there too. She supposed to be on the sideline accompanying her friend. Her friend supposed to do all the talking. But so watch this.
On and on in these posts. Some of them are still there. Some of them have been deleted. But that's what she said. And hundreds of people have seen these posts and taken screenshots, and you can still find them online. But it came from her. And I have already, with little effort, proven her lies on a couple of these things that she had to say. We're going to start with the actual report that she had put up. This is the only verifiable proof online at all whatsoever that there was a death at a Crown Plaza. And it just says male victim in his 20s, pending verification by the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences. So what did I do? Well, I called the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences, and they gave me a lot of information. Maybe because I was convincing, maybe because I was one of the first people to call, I'm not sure. But in addition to case numbers, I was also told that he was identified by fingerprints. He wasn't identified by a license or a person. There's other things I'm going to get into in far more detail, and I'm going to be able to further prove what I'm stating, but we're just going to deal with what could be found on the internet right now. So let's proceed from here. I did not want to believe this, but until I can prove otherwise, I am going to be labeling this case the Jorden Bilbo facade. By the time I'm done with this video, you will understand why. I'm a very logical person, and I'm a very thorough person. So I like to do background checks, searches, reverse searches. That goes for photographs as well. This photo, I don't know where it came from exactly because it's not on Jorden Bilbo's Facebook, or, this man, whoever he is. But it's out there on the internet.
Miss Crenshaw, a dedicated researcher, intelligent.
Look, they y'all know each other, right? And they collaborating with each other, right? Hold up. Let me find that other Jorden Bilbo. Let's go to this giant right here.
This is troublesome. This doesn't make any sense. This is the account. If you've seen any of my other Jorden Bilbo videos, I've referenced this one before. This is the account that was made by a person that says that she's Jordan's mom. You know, she makes it appear, and she states on here in different tweets like she doesn't have social media and whatnot. But if you saw my other videos, you know that that's not true. She has a Hot Grits Twitter as well. But in this one, it's dedicated to talking to people about, I don't know why she did that. But she does have other social media, and we're going to get into that right now. The reason why this tweet back from November is significant is because she tweeted out to Kissy Denise. Kissy Denise, if you don't know, is she does like gossip and news videos and what she has like a website and that's what she does. So when everything came out about Jorden, there was, you know, the Raven Brown article. Everybody was talking about that. So I guess Kissy Denise put that up on her site.
Now, keep that in mind. Do y'all see what's going on here? These people got police connections. If they look and they got a following of their own, just say like if Trey Gang got a following, right? Like a little small following on YouTube, right? Just say I never talked about murder. Just say y'all just know me as a comedy guy. And y'all just like my funny content, right? Never talked about murder, none of that. Bruh, y'all was not finna believe in somebody finna tell y'all, man, Trey Gang a serial killer. Man, Trey Gang? Hell nah, that nigga crack Joe. I don't believe it. And next thing you know, I got other friends that got a following too. So guess what we could do? Meet up, collaborate together, and cover, and help me to cover my ass. You see what I'm saying? So, watch this.
She writes to Kissy Denise, I am Jorden Bilbo's mom. Thank you for posting my baby story on your page, but that You Caring Donations page is a scam. I don't know that person, and you need to expose her. It takes a sick person to do this sort of thing. Now, I don't know why she feels like she needs to expose her because, I mean, anyways, the most significant thing about that is the fact that she said that the donation page is a scam. Okay?
And guess who set up the page? Man, this so crazy. Man, them folks set up a page in the lady mama name. And the mama didn't even know none about this shit. You see what I'm saying? So the mama, look, it was so cold. The mama didn't even know what was going on social media, because she ain't got no social media account. The lady almost 60 years old. But it was somebody posing that man mama talking about she was 42 years old. So I'm like, 42, then your son 24, 25? Man, wait a minute. That don't sound right. You know what I'm talking about? So I just had to really pay attention to what these people basically said. So basically, this was going on. When King Rob mentioned the murder, they was like, we finna break the news, you know what I'm saying, and tell everybody about the Jorden Bilbo case. That's where they were finna get at, bro. That's where they were finna get at. And all the YouTubers, it wasn't even no other YouTuber talking about it. Not no regular YouTuber. You don't even see no big YouTube channel talking about Jorden Bilbo case. Because they don't know nothing about it. Don't nobody don't know nothing about the Jordan Bilbo case, bro. But the people that's been following the Kenneka Jenkins case. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm showing everybody on my Facebook page, like, man, look, that Raven Brown lady. And this go back to the Martin family, because y'all know the Martin family following Trey Gang to the T. So when I started, I'm like, oh, okay, I've been hooking this up to back to Ohio. So now this hit different. Cause now I know who she finna be connected to in Ohio. Oh, in Ohio? Then let's go to this. Boy, we finna get back to Alma. Guess what? It's finna go back to the Collins family. Now, ain't this a coincidence, bruh? Ain't this a coincidence? Look at this shit. Booyah! Pow-yow! Look at this. Boom! This why I don't play around with this shit, bruh. Cause look how I gotta watch my back on this shit, bruh. It's so many of them. Look guess who this all finna go back to, bruh. That's all I just want y'all to see this shit. This all I just want y'all to see this shit. This shit hit different now, bruh. I see why I was a threat, because if Trey Gang exposed what's really going on, these folks is out of business. Ain't no more money. Ain't no more innocent victims coming up missing no more. Look at all this shit, bruh. Come on, man. I did so much research, bro. I'm like, man, look, nobody ain't even believe me until I show them this. Cause when I try to show people, like, boom, let me show these receipts. They finna tag me, bro. They finna flag me and shit. You see what I'm saying? They gonna flag me, bro. And the information, I can't share, you know what I'm saying, the information, because it's private information. So now look, boom, what a coincidence, right? The Browns. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. So, no. Oh, God. So when I went on the Crenshaw jump, bruh, all I'm just saying, bruh, y'all just don't know how much. Just say, if you comprehend what Crenshaw doing, if you comprehend what Crenshaw doing, bruh, she probably might want to take these videos down. Cause look what it's all linked to. You see what I'm saying? This shit finna get her and everybody else in trouble, bro. Cause look, y'all wanna know one thing. Y'all wanna know the reason why I said I'm finna share something with somebody. This the reason why I said this. I don't know if this true, but I always had a gut feeling when it came to this. I'll be right back. Watch this. Man, sometime, bruh, sometime, man, I always had a good feeling this Crenshaw, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong on this one, but I was trying to get a clear look on that face, and I'm like, man, I can't get a clear look, but goddamn it, it's close enough for me. Know what I'm saying? I don't know, but only thing you got to do is research. All right. So look, when she was talking about this is her right here.
I wrote a poem.
See what I'm saying? Hold up. Man, let me find that damn video with the Jorden Bilbo. Because if you look at her pattern, you could tell something went wrong. Because look, when she got to talking about when Jorden Bilbo case got exposed, look who she started bringing up. Teresa Martin family tree. The truth hid beneath the lies. Now she said that Irene tell on did the sister tell on herself? Let's play this video. This just to show you how much she knew, bruh. Cause it is.
I can't even sleep right now until I get this off of my chest. I noticed something ever since these pictures of Kenneka were released today, and it's been bothering me. And if I am wrong about what I'm about to say, I will apologize.
Now look, this is October the 21st. Look when Jorden Bilbo died. And look, and check this out. If you look at the dates and King Rob get to talk about murders at a Crown Plaza, look how they switched their tune. Booyah! Now you want to tell, let's see, hidden lies, let's expose Miss Teresa family tree, the sister telling on herself, then let's go back into the paperwork. Boy, she snitching, guess what? And got off that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So boom, when the Jorden Bilbo, bam. You got the video with Tiffany Drapers at the Crown Plaza. Send me the link. I just need the link. Send me that link. Cause she went to the Jorden Bilbo Crown Plaza. Cause I'm like, cause now it's finna hit different. So I'm like, well, why would Tiffany Draper say she was at the Crown Plaza Hotel and had everybody thinking that's the hotel that Kenneka died in? But that's the one that Jorden Bilbo was in. Look. So if you look at all the content, boom. Let's go to the live video. Right? So look, once you go to the live video, all of this makes sense now. Why she was collaborating with all these YouTubers.
And one thing I never did, and one thing I've never said, but I'm going to say it right now, is, and if I'm wrong, but because I've never actually, like, after a point in time, I kind of lost interest in debunking it because it was just a big, I felt played. It was a big waste of my time. But I feel like if you look at all of those tapes, if you look at, like, what they call it, like,
man, y'all remember this lady? Ooh, wee. Man, I want all the smoke now. Hold on, let me play this shit.
for all the different hallways that she's in. She's in the one hallway, which is by the men's bathroom. She's in another hallway, which is like, it's all on the lower level. All of those hallways that she goes down, and even in the upper kitchen, it literally to me looks like the same exact walk. But if you notice, every single on the camera, it was a different angle.
The gun buyback, where you could actually got a pass to drive with a gun as long as you was coming to give it away for the police, him and the Hood brother. So I just wanted y'all to know he was politically connected. Rom would have said something on his behalf, everything if he was really dead. But we could continue now. And this is Willie Wilson, and this is Zach introducing them. Foreigners.
Okay.
And you see how foreigners coming up? Hold on. This gonna be a live with world news on there. Planet of the Fakes. She even linked up with Planet of the Fakes, bruh. Come on. YouTubers don't collaborate with each other unless they know each other, bruh. They all on the same platform and throwing everybody in the conspiracy. But check this out. Planet of the Fakes was the one that really cracked the case. Because he really told everybody what was going on, how it went down, who was all involved. So now look, I remember this lady.
Think that we.
I'm speaking on you now. It's official. You want my attention?
Her name is, I remember her name. Her name was Rose Gold. Rose Gold, something like that. And I used to see this lady in the J4K community. And bruh, she a part of this shit too. That's why all of them be arguing and getting into it with each other. Listen.
You got it. But it don't last long, sweetheart. So once again, for the umpteenth time, cowardly lion, let's get on a panel. Not your panel, because I don't trust your sneaky ass. Never will. You're not going to ever do me like that. Can never shut this line. You can talk about my book selection. You don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, Lovely One Rose Gold. That's her name. Lovely One Rose Gold. She know King Rob. Cause check this out. This what made me start. This what made me notice her. She used to be in the chat, and they used to talk to her in the chat, right? And I was like, man, let me see who that is. I'm like, man, that old lady fine the motherfucker. That old lady got a body, bro. That, you know what I'm saying? That old. Then I'm like, man, that old lady got some goddamn money. She used to go live on her channel, bro. Check this out. Make it so bad. She used to go live on her channel, and I was like, I want to know what she really is, cause she ain't just black. I think she Nigerian or something. She look black, but she actually is a foreigner, bruh. See, that's what I would believe. That's what I would believe what King Robin was saying. Like, man, look, you be having foreigners over here. Y'all think these people be black people because they look like us, but they be really foreigner. He said, man, these people be killing people and going back home. You know what I'm saying? Man, I heard some shit so cold. Them folks were like, yeah, you know, one night they were like, man, yeah, most of them kids, when they come up missing, if they don't kill them, and you know, and selling to human trafficking, they take them across seas. They take them across seas and had these people working on plantos and warehouses. And you know what I'm saying? And on islands and shit, working in people's mansions and shit, bruh. Know what I'm saying? That's how Israel finna come back up. Israel finna come back up in this shit. So now look. I remember that lady. I used to watch that lady live video because she had me laughing so hard when King Rob was talking about flip the phone. It was one of those live videos. Man, King Rob had the whole chat in tears when he told everybody to flip the phone. They go to Shadow Men. Bruh, I was laughing so hard. And she went live. And they were talking, man, that shit was so funny, bruh. That shit was so funny. But, hold up.
Is that what it is? You want to know what's going on in my life and you don't know? Oh no, wait, you do. By them other two misfit bitches that's telling you all the business. So they think. So you're the ringleader. You're the one. So since you want to come up against me, I challenge you. Let's go.
So this what it looked like. When everything was getting exposed, everybody started falling out with each other. I'm gonna expose you. Well, I'm finna expose you then. Then they throw up videos and talk about what they done discovered. And they been knowing this shit all along. Look, check this out. I hate to say this. Look. Watch this. Candy Star. All these folk, bruh. Hold on. Where that video at? Hold on. Matter of fact, go to the Jorden Bilbo. Watch this. She knew.
Empower your students to be more authentic, impactful writers with Grammarly's comprehensive AI writing assistant.
Hey, Makers. I really just wanted to come to y'all about the
Everybody on this shit, bruh.
Bilbo. Okay, well, about an hour ago in one of the Facebook groups, a friend of the girlfriend of Jorden had made a post about his body being found in a stairwell at a Crown Plaza in Houston, Texas. So it has been confirmed that he is really dead, and this is a real true story. Now, I told y'all in a video way back in September when I did research on this hotel and its chain that there are numerous of murders and deaths at these hotels. And
look, I did that research my damn self. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Check this out. It took me years to figure this out, that this is one big organized crime family, bro. This all it is. And it's connected all over the world. Look, it's connected all over the world. It just got caught at Crown Plaza, and Kenneka case could blow this up. That's why, man, Kenneka is so special, bro. Cause her case is the only case that shed light on all of this. Then look.
about the only thing that I'm like believing Teresa Martin saying at this point is that the hotel told her out of all the murders and deaths there, she's the only one that got a lawyer.
Now, don't that make sense? Miss Teresa gonna say, the police gonna tell me this is the first time we ever had to deal with an attorney. And look how I took that. I took that as like, damn, these folks been getting away with murder. This the first time that the mother was like, I'm finna get me an attorney on this shit. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this.
Now, thing about it is, I asked y'all like 9 times, who the hell is the insurance company that covers this hotel?
And just not forget, these is the same group of people that own the Crown Plaza in O'Hara, Rosemont. Let's not forget that, bruh. It's the same people.
Because it should have been shut down a long time ago. This chain of hotels should have been shut down a long time ago. Jorden, the situation is already kind of like Kenneka's. So when I say organ trafficking, yes. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with that one. Because he was supposed to have been unaccounted for 32 or 36 hours. Okay. That sounds about right. They wouldn't let the mother view his body, claiming that she wouldn't want to see him like that because they were, entirely too close. Sound familiar? Okay. Guess who found him? An officer. Oh, no. No, it wasn't. A staff member, an employee. Sound familiar? So, yeah, this is crazy. So, do y'all think this is connected? Because I do. I really do. I think there is a lot of deaths that's been happening this year that is connected to the people involved with the Kenneka Jenkins case.
I said that. I said that shit, bro. You see this shit? I said this shit. I said, man, it's the same people that's doing this shit, bro.
Deaths that's been happening this year that is connected to the people involved with the Kenneka Jenkins case or the people involved with the chain of Crown Plaza hotels. I tried to warn y'all about this hotel so that y'all could do your own research, so that y'all can go and read the articles for yourself. But see, y'all be sleep on me when I ask y'all these questions because I can only read and watch so much at a time. Like I'm literally 2 phones in my hand and 2 laptops trying to watch videos and watch, what people are saying in groups, read articles. I even have to confiscate the kids' electronics sometimes. Like, hey, look, I need to borrow this. Because I am trying to do so much on so many different cases. It is some things I've been following I haven't even posted yet. Just give it some time to see how it pans out. But I told y'all about this chain of hotel. I told y'all they write it off as blunt force trauma. And if people don't wake up, they would have been getting away with it. And I feel like, with this, they about would have got away with it if it wouldn't be so much heat on the Crown Plaza right now with the whole Kenneka Jenkins thing. And I feel like if other victims speak up, this chain of hotels going to have to be shut down. But this young man was in his early 20s. It's a call. I'll try to find a call and come back and put it in the description that somebody called to try to see, basically was it true. And they said that the body was I think in the coroner's custody on the 1st and released to the family on the 3rd, and the mother was listed as next of kin. They told the mom that she didn't have to worry about identifying the body because his ID was on him. So that identified the body. And see, if I was that mama, I'd have sounded some alarms, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was rocking with Teresa from the beginning, because in the beginning she was sounding alarms. That's why I asked y'all, do y'all think Teresa was threatened? Because I'm convinced that she was threatened. And I'm convinced that in the means of her being threatened, she was let in on what the hell really happened. And from that day forward, she's had a role that she's then had to play. But from day one, y'all ain't seen no emotions, no tears. Y'all not finna tell me that that lady that strong. I understand that's not her first rodeo. I understand that's not Teresa's first child death. And I understand that in a certain sense, that's not the first time she done lost a child, because if I'm not mistaken, Kenny is the one that's dead. No. Because I'm looking at Kenneka and hugging the boy in the picture in the red. Is that Kenny? Because, you know, he was in jail, and now it's one in jail, and I can't think of what his name is. But, anywho, I just had that going so y'all can see pictures and read different articles about Jorden Bilbo. Bilbo. Jorden with a J. Okay? And I need y'all to wake up. I need y'all to understand that this organ trafficking is real.
See that? That's what I'm trying to tell the world. This is what I'm trying to tell the world. Trey ain't found out that, man, a lot of people come up missing. I could give you the location, bro. It's a pattern. If you in Chicago, a lot of people finna come up missing on the west side and on the south side. And if you look at the location, it's cameras everywhere. It's going to catch how they come up missing. It's going to show you abduction, but they choose not to show that part, bro. So, boom. It's the same thing in Texas. A lot of people come up missing. Just say if you were in New York and in Chicago and all this, you up there by Canada. So what they finna do, kidnap you, you finna go through Canada. And once you go through Canada, you going to China, because China is right there, bruh. China's right there. They down with this stuff. Like on the California, they all close by the borders. So just say with all the missing person that is, the border is right there. So if you want to look for your loved one, you don't want to look in the United States. You might want to look over there in the foreign country. You see what I'm saying? So look, basically what I'm saying, check this out. I don't think Miss Teresa got threatened, because the only person that threatened her was King Rob. Miss Teresa got spooked. She gonna be spooked more than anything. If she been down with this stuff for years, decades, and she finna get exposed, come on, man. I play God too, but God. I'm a Sheikah. Then look. These people had to tell you about the Jordan Bilbo because they didn't want to get exposed of what they really a part of. Look, watch this.
Not only what they...
This video right here, she finna expose who is behind all of this. So basically this is what happened. When they first heard out the Jordan Bilbo story, right? They trying to go out with the Raven Brown story to set you up for a narrative, right? They were finna set us up for a narrative, cause they in their mind they were like, oh shit, Now this shit finna go viral cause the news finna report this. So let me go on and report, some of the findings that I'ma find, right? But the news didn't report it. You see what I'm saying? They got spooked. So when the news didn't report it, they all bagged off of it. Cause I would listen to King Rob when he was talking about, they try to kill me. Cause cause look, he went live and that's why he earned out Chosen King. He earned out Marco. Look, y'all remember Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, Melody, you know what I'm saying? All those people, you know what I'm talking about? The Kimberly Jenkins lady. I remember all that stuff, bro. And I'm like, damn, they went to the hotel. They talking about they killed somebody at the hotel. This is what King Rod said. They killed somebody at the hotel. They went to a club that night and everything. They said they went to a club that night and went to the hotel and killed the motherfucker. And once they killed the motherfucker, they went back to Atlanta. They said when they went back to Atlanta, King Rod was like, shit, they trying to kill me. So King Rod ended up leaving them at Atlanta, came back to Chicago. And when King Rod mentioned that, guess what? Guess what happened? Shit, you might as well say, shit, 36 hours later, they talking about a Jorden Bilbo. 36 hours later, now you got the Kenneka people in the Kenneka Gen chat talking about a Jorden Bilbo, bro. So Crenshaw and them were finna set us up with a narrative, her and all the rest of those Kenneka Jenkins YouTubers, until it got out of control. And King Rob shut all that shit down. When King Rob shut that shit down, bro, now they want to expose the Raven Brawl. Now watch how she finna expose this shit. At first she was finna give you content, but now watch this.
Basically a front or outer appearance, especially a deceptive one. When I say that, I am not talking about the death. I do believe, from calling the coroner's office myself when this first came out, that he is dead. He was identified by his fingerprints. So my heart wholeheartedly goes out to the family. I myself have a little brother by the name of Jorden, who is 23 years old, and I couldn't imagine the pain that they would be going through for the past week, or basically since Halloween. The reason why I feel like things aren't right is not about the fact that he's dead. I want to be clear that I'm not calling this a hoax, and I'm not calling this a psyop, and I'm not calling his death fake. What I'm calling it is a facade, and the reason being is because I feel like every other aspect of this case is not clear. We know who is dead, but we don't know really where, why, how, and everything else. So I'm going to start going into, because there's also a lot of confusion about the family and whatnot, and with the utmost respect, I'm going to be getting into what I have found that could help clear a few questions up for other people, and also give you an idea of where to go yourself to do your own research. So we're going to start with, you know what, let's start with the obituary, shall we? Okay, this is one of the pages. You could find it on the funeral home's website, which is at the top. And it basically there was 2 pages of this, and it lets you know what was written on the obituary. I highlighted the parts that I'm going to be really getting into in this video. It says, survivors include his parents. I don't want to mispronounce that name. It looks like Hasio, nickname Zelly Como of Houston, Texas. And then down at the bottom it says, Jorden was preceded in death by his maternal grandfather, there in Sterling. And the reason why I highlighted that as well is to let you know that his mother's name is right there. So her parents were there in Sterling, and then Mary Como was his grandmother, as you could see in the middle of this. So that's that. Now, keeping that in mind, we are about to get into a web of confusion, and I'm going to try to clear up as much as I can along the way. Now, keeping in mind that the mother's name, actually, let's go right back to this. The mother's name says that her last name is Como on the official obituary, but then it also says that the grandfather's name, the mom's father, his last name is.
Now look, now she finna expose. Look, check this out, y'all. Now she finna expose the Raven Brown, who behind the page, and all the other shit.
Sterling. So when I was searching, I made sure I tried various sites, not just one, and I tried the last name both ways, and I would come up with the same results. The mother's birthday is September 1st, 1975. Here's another site. As you could see, 9175, with the last name one way, the last name another way. So that being said, we could say for sure that the mom is born in 75. That would make her 42 years old. Now, keeping that in mind, let's just start with Twitter. I don't remember exactly what day it was. Maybe that was like around the 5th. I started searching for Jorden Bilbo, and I came across, some various things. Google's totally changed what you find in the research results now, but I was able to come across this Twitter page, and at first I wasn't even sure that it had anything to do with Jorden because of the fact that it says officially a sophomore in 2010. I wasn't sure if that was the right math. I don't think that's the right math, but I found it, interesting, because if you click on this and you want to know who liked it, all of these posts, there was only 4 on this Twitter, were liked by this person. That's me at the top. That's my boy Huggy right there. We've been pretty much working on this at the same time, trying to figure this out. And then there's this person, whoever this is, that liked all of this page's tweets.
So now watch this. Here we go, gang. Now you finna see when they were uploading Bilbo pictures, they will upload 2 pictures. Jordan Bilbo and his cousin. But they were trying to make both of them the same person. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people, this is why a lot of people didn't take the Jordan Bilbo serious. Because nobody can't find it. You see what I'm saying? And if you type his name in, ain't nothing gonna show up. So you're gonna be like, oh man, these people lying like a mug. I'm going, I'm through with this. You see what I'm saying? So watch this.
Let's look a little bit more intently at this. Now, the first thing, as soon as you came onto this back then, she said, "I miss my son already." Already seemed odd to me if he was dead, but I didn't think too much of it. This is where it gets kind of interesting, though. There's a new tweet actually today. It says, "I can't, God help me." When you go onto it, someone says, "What's going on, sis?" If that is or isn't her.
Now keep in mind, this how you know they know how to find them people, bruh. You see what I'm saying? This ain't coming from no investigation of what you find. This is what you already know, and because you know where to go to. You see this? You know where to go to, bruh. I can't believe these people, these people really got their mindset in another way, bro.
Her sister, if her son just died, you would think that it would be obvious. Somebody wouldn't have to ask what's going on. But this person, this event driven, if you guys haven't seen Huggy Pacino's YouTube video about about this guy, I really highly suggest that you check it out because it's just a joke.
So why would Huggy make a joke about the family already? So he must know something. You see what I'm saying? He gotta know something because cause look, he linking up with Tiffany Draper them and Logic them and you straight drop them. You see what I'm saying? That's the dead giveaway. They knew where to look to. This is like when they was on the Kenneka Jenkins case, right? They was doing that on the Kenneka Jenkins case. Before all the paperwork out and all the statements, even before the surveillance footage came out, bruh. They was already talking about what happened to Kenneka on the 10th. Kilo Brown was already telling everybody what happened to her in the room. How the police was up there. That was on the 10th. That was on a Sunday, 10:30 that night. Man, look, they were breaking shit down. Check this out. How you could break the footage down before the footage come out? Like Miss Teresa. She already knew she gonna be drunk walking on the footage. Or that's what they gonna depict. So she's saying this shit all in the 911 call. Ooh, Lord, one cup is just too much for her. She just like me. We can't hold our liquor. You look like you drink like a fish, lady. You know what I'm saying? So now watch this. Watch how she finna expose who this person is. Watch this, gang.
So this page, whoever this is, they tweet so much and so often. Also, I found it very interesting that when you go to the likes, it tells you not only what they liked, but you could notice the dates. So let's just scroll down here. She was liking something in 2017, 2017. Then she liked.
Keep that in mind when the man died. Keep in mind when the man died, right? Keep in mind the dates in the time.
The Jorden Bilbo tweets, which means that she literally found out that he was dead and started going onto Twitter and found any and everything that has to do with Jorden and started to like it. None of those posts were liked prior to his death. This person found out he was dead and started to like every single tweet that had to do with him. This person, Waves on Slim, said, shout out to my little cousin Jorden Bilbo. More than one time. Okay?
Now look, keep all of this in mind. Remember, this the cousin that played the football in school, right? He played football in school, right? Check this out.
Clearly, that's Jordan's cousin. But what this person did, whoever this person is, and I'm going to get into why I feel strongly that this is not Jordan's mom. She says to this event-driven guy back on the 7th, tweet me on my other page. She was telling him. Well, the other page is Jordan's mom, not him. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. You know, she has another Twitter, I guess.
Now, from my understanding, the man from Lake Charles, right? Ohio, right? I mean, not Ohio. Damn, I forgot. It's on the tip of my tongue. But why his mama gonna make a page talking about she from Texas? I thought they were from Louisiana. You see that? So she already knew who was behind this page, right? Cause ain't this funny that somebody created a Jordan Bilbo page, and guess the 3 person that's on the page, her and Huggy and this mysterious person. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
Dedicated to him. But then when you go to it, she literally just made it on the 7th. On the 7th, that was the day that she made it. So that it would have no affiliation or correlation to her other Twitter. Now she's talking to people on this, and she her other Twitter. Now she's talking to people on this, and she's, you know, supposed to, it's a brand new, I don't know what she's saying as far as that guy goes, but it's the whole thing is just another, here, let me point something else out. She's tweeting all these people that are like YouTubers and
YouTubers. Now y'all heard that? Guess who the YouTubers she finna reach out to? Look. Guess who these YouTubers finna reach out to? I mean, guess what YouTubers this lady finna reach out to?
and everything else. But that guy that is Jordan's cousin, that she liked his status. Oh, she tweets too much for me to find it, so let me just go to my photos. Remember this guy? Waves on Slim? The guy that she had liked the status because he was talking about Jorden a couple years ago. She must have forgot. She must have forgot that she liked that status because he says, Zella, DM, cuz. Now, we already have confirmed that Zella is one of the moms, you know, even on the obituary, Zella or Zelly is in, parentheses. So that's her nickname or what she goes by. You know what this person says? Who is this? That's odd, don't you think? I mean, you had already liked that person's status. Talking about who you say is your son, but you don't know who this is? I'm going to get a little bit deeper. Like I said, this person tweets way too much, so I'm just going to go over. I took some screenshots of some of these tweets. And you guys could tell me what you think about this. This is the original page. Mind you, nobody even knew about the Jordy's mommy or in Jordan's mom page because she just made it on the 7th. So,
but you knew that, and Huggy knew that. Oh man! You see what I'm saying, gang? Do y'all peep the game now, right? You knew that. You just started off with the video in the beginning, telling everybody about the page, the Jordan Bilbo tweet. See what I'm saying? Let's continue.
So these are things that she was tweeting, whoever this was, or whoever this is, that's also controlling the Jordan's mom account. She says back in October 22nd, I need a huge favor regarding my son and the county. Can you DM me? And she sends that to Paul Wall. It's a certified account for those of you who don't know who Paul Wall, the rapper, or whatever he is. So what? I don't understand why she would say that and why.
Connected back to the music game. Check this out. Now, y'all remember I used to tell y'all about the entertainment business, the music game. This shit play a big role in it, bro. I won't even be surprised. Look, I won't even be surprised if Raven got her hand tied into all of this. You see what I'm saying? But look, but watch the cold part, because this a plot twist at the end. Boy, man, y'all like and share this video right now, bro. Man, y'all like and share this video right now. Cause it's a major plot twist at the end. Cause it fucked me up when she broke this down. It fucked me up, and I said, "Oh hell no, it's over with."
Why back then was she asking for a huge favor regarding her son? And then we get into this weird conversation with whoever OGB Johnson is. I don't remember how it starts. He says like, I need to shave. She says, I couldn't help myself, childish. And he says, yeah, you can't be a granny yet. She says, I don't think I'll ever be that grown or mature. Their mom would hate me and tell everyone, including my son, how I'm not shit. Okay, that's a very odd statement to say about having a grandchild, but whatever. And then the person says, I don't think the relationship is real. If someone doesn't like their in-laws, she says, all their moms and dads think I'm still the one, and I'm like 60 now. Now, I just got done proving to you how old Jordan's mom is according to the obituary. So that's more of the same thing. She says it again. She's like, see, and I'm like 60 now. I'm like 60 now. So she's also reaching out back to whoever this is. Someone else on 10/6. This is Jordan's mom. I need to talk to you. I don't know what was going on in October with her son that she keeps reaching out to these people claiming that she needs to speak to them.
Oh, ain't that's another YouTuber right here? Epic Boom. And I remember King Rob used to fire these folks' ass up, bruh. We got another YouTuber. And guess who? She reaching out to her. Guess why though? Peep the game.
This I found interesting because if you go to this tweet between this YouTuber and Jordan's mom, this YouTuber had put up a video and she put up the wrong Jordan. I'm going to explain why Authentic Epic Boom was confused, because it is very confusing. And if you don't...
No, it's not. Because you can do simple research. Check this out. The research that I did is simple. It don't take much to figure it out. So they were putting out misleading information, bruh. They were doing the same thing what they were doing at the Kenneka Jenkins case. You know how they were like, yeah, this the real Kenneka, that's the fake Kenneka. That's how they try to do the Jordan Bilbo. Yeah, this is Jordan Bilbo. But they try to compare them two people to one person. Look, watch this.
You didn't really pay attention to the profiles. I mean, it could easily, I guess it could be, I don't think that they really look alike, but I guess it could be very confusing. So, Authentic apologizes and she asks, changes or edits the video. And I don't know why his mom is so, busy with YouTube in the first place when
why you think she would be busy in the YouTube streets? And look who she reaching out to YouTubers that's in on the Kenneka Jenkins case. These people wasn't talking about nothing till Kenneka died. And then when King Rob started mentioning that murder, now you finna see why the mama is reaching out to the Kenneka Jenkins YouTuber. Cause look what they got to hide. Watch this.
Imagine that would be the last of her concerns, but that's the point, is that she went out of her way to tell this YouTuber that the pictures that she had put up were not of her son. You have pictures of another Jordan. She didn't say of a relative or anything else, but another Jordan. Now keep that in mind, because I'm going to get into that. This is that again, where she's doesn't know who this relative is, which I thought was really weird. Okay, so keeping all of that in mind, now we're going to get into the Facebook profiles. Before we go on to the Facebook profiles, though, I really just need to point this out. This is another part of their conversation between the YouTuber and Jordy's mom. Apparently, she asked, I hope it's not, comma, too much to ask. Is it possible to see Jorden obituary? And the reply was, I prefer to leave that part of his death private, but I heard some disrespectful people have posted it online.
Notice she ain't saying what happened. Can you tell us side of the story? None of that. First thing she just want to do with that obituary, cause guess what that obituary finna expose? Boy, this shit is crazy.
Disrespectful people as in the...
And notice this. They all on Twitter. On Twitter, bruh. So they ain't trying to, man, this shit so crazy. So it's like when they will communicate with each other, they don't communicate where everybody gonna see it. They gonna go on Twitter, you know, cause I don't be on Twitter. A lot of people just don't be on. I don't know about y'all, but some of y'all might got Twitter account, but y'all might just don't be tuned in like y'all might do on Facebook or YouTube. You see what I'm saying? But I know one thing, these people very active on YouTube. And I won't even be surprised these people got big ass Instagram channels, somewhere on Kick, somewhere on these other social media, and goddamn it, fucking these whole goddamn media with number propaganda and lies, bro. They got missing kids. Look, these people got missing person channels. These people got Masonic channels. Man, these people could be one of the... They like to talk about Freemasonry and the Illuminati, and everybody love to talk about that shit, and they a part of that shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this.
Funeral home? What? What? No, the funeral home posted it, which you would have had to have consented to if you were his mother. But you know that already, though, right? Anyways, let's get into the whole Jorden Bilbo ordeal. When you go onto Facebook and you search for Jorden Bilbo, you're going to come across two accounts. We're going to come across a few.
Y'all remember when Huggy showed this picture, this profile, and showed the cousin on there?
There's only two that are confusing. There's this one. This is a guy that is, I also do believe that he has been killed and who had the funeral. These are the family members. I have already in my last video shown you I've done the background checks and everything. These are his family, friends. There's not a lot on this page at all, but you do get an idea of at least what he looks like and whatnot. Now, there's also this Jorden Bilbo. Also an athlete. Same name. Same city. Same state. Kind of weird, right?
Uh-oh. This one's finna get real crazy.
But what's really weird is this. Do you guys recognize? Do? Do you? You should. I put him in my last video. He is, let's see. Layla Marie's son.
Oh, shit. Hold up. Watch this. I told y'all remember that face. Check this out.
Remember who Layla Marie is? That's the aunt of Jorden. The Jorden that supposedly just passed away. She's also the mother of Leonard Dew Lambert. Let that sink in for a minute. The aunt of the Jorden that just passed away, her dead son is on the Facebook page of this guy. It was his profile.
Woo! Somebody making some pages out here. You see this shit? Uh-oh.
A picture actually twice. Kind of weird, isn't it? Let's talk about some other weird things. This guy's social media presence died in 2015. He had what tweets, I mean, if that other Twitter that I originally had found, I believe was his, because this guy's supposed to be 2 years younger, so that would match up. Not only...
No, I don't mean, my bad, I don't mean to create a fake page. They changed the name on the page. Cause look, they didn't want, check this out. Somebody changed his name to Jordan Bilbo because that's his cousin. He looked like him. So they were trying to throw everybody off, be like, yeah, that's him. You see what I'm, but that's his cousin. And he died though. He been dead. So somebody knew, like, let me go to his page and throw everybody off. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like they did, like they try to do Kenneka, bro. But look, that's why if you hear what Crenshaw was saying, this a dead cousin, somebody on this page, and you got YouTubers telling everybody this the Jordan Bilbo. So why would the YouTuber doing the same thing when they were doing this in the Kenneka Jenkins case? It's the same pattern. It's the same pattern. 36 hours missing. Different images, different people. Nobody don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
Can you not find him on Facebook? He had a YouTube, and that YouTube, you can only find like the link for it, but the page has been deleted. You can't find him online. As far as online goes, he's gone. I don't know who this guy is. I hope he's okay. But we're going to get into how weird all of this is. It's like everything is morphed together. This lady says, that's my profile pic too. I'll change it later. Let's check her out. Some lady. What's her profile? What's her cover photo? Oh, my 60th, happy 60th birthday to my beautiful mother. Huh. Well, you know who else? 60. I'm not saying that she's controlling the original Twitter account. I'm just saying this is a 60-year-old, not who Jordan's mom is supposed to be. But when you go onto her page, okay, you're going to see pictures, whatever. She also stopped posting around the same time that the Jorden that she's related to. Let's go into her about. She goes on to say that her full name is Linda Marie Bilbo, which is important because I've made it that much easier for me to really be able to do background check and research her. Now, these are supposed to be her family members. The Jorden that she had on her page it says that that's her grandson. That's what that says. But let's look at some of the other family members. Let's start with this Angel Barnes Taylor. Okay, that's a family member, right? That's what it says.
Oh, she just linked that back to where? Atlanta.
You'll notice on, okay, that's a family member.
Atlanta. Check this out.
Right? That's what it says. You'll notice on here, she's posted, she posted that picture November 5th and October, whatever, she hasn't, you're not saying too much or whatever. Nothing really seems alarming there. Until we go on to Layla Marie. Gonna visit her page once again. And she's the only one I brought up in my last video. I actually had a good feeling that, at least she was talking about Jorden. And, that's his aunt. Remember, I showed this post. Well, since then, she wrote this. And then, this was when she was actually going to the funeral. Okay? And in this post, she says, preparing to say farewell to your loved ones is never easy. And, clearly that was the day of the funeral. Let's read the comments. Oh, look at that. It's Angel Barnes Taylor. And not only is it her, she says, I love you, sis. Praying for our family. R.I.P. Lil Cuz. Huh. So you mean to tell me that that's your cousin, but you, didn't care enough. Even if you didn't go to the funeral or anything else, like, I don't understand why nobody in this family really has posted. And even her, the one person that did post about going to the funeral, that same exact day, she's posting about football scores. Like, all of this is just very, very, very odd to me.
And no family member saying no justice. Nobody ain't talking about, can we get justice for Bilbo? Can we do none of that, bruh? None of that.
If you go deeper, you're gonna see connection after connection after connection with this family and the other family.
Uh-oh. She said with this family and the other family. Man, this shit finna get crazy.
Yet everybody related to Jorden, this is the Jorden that passed away. Not his photos. Let's go to his friends. Let's go to his friends and let's go to Bilbo so that we, go to some of his relatives. Let's go to his sister. Has she said anything about her brother being dead? No. The stepmom? Wow, no, they're too busy living it up. I guess. Wait, no condolence, no nothing, nothing, huh? These names are on the obituary, so I'm not reaching here. They're on the obituary. These are his relatives. She is married to Jorden's father. Let's not forget this lady. This, is it Jeree Braxton? A lot of people were assuming at first because she was the first one, I think, that uploaded that picture of him and his mom as her profile picture. This is a picture of her from the funeral, and I was really disturbed at the fact that she's taking a selfie and smiling. It just kind of seems inappropriate. Just seems weird. Now, I really want to say that I mean absolutely no disrespect to this family and the people that I've mentioned in this video, because I understand that they did lose someone, but you also have to take into consideration that when we have Raven Brown coming out claiming that it's a friend's boyfriend's murder, and that's how we find out about this, and the people that are listed in the obituary, their profiles on Facebook and, you know, social media are non-existent when it comes to Jorden. It's reasons like...
So you mean to tell me, bro, that Trey Gang ain't linking this stuff back up? Cause from my understanding, Raven Brown is connected in some type of way to the Martin family, bro. I've been screaming. I said, y'all, if y'all do y'all own research, bro, you would be surprised. Because the reason why I say that, I know it's still receipts out there, and it's still, I need everybody ears, bro. Y'all might see something I'm overlooking. It's a lot of stuff that we overlook, bro. Like for the Johnny, like y'all know the Jelani Day case, I'm finna leak that shit with the same people. And this finna go straight to the college people, bro. So, hold on, let me show y'all this video. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play one more video and I'm out this John gang. I'm gonna play one more video and I'm out this John. Let me find that John first. I'm gonna just play. I'm gonna play what video? I'm gonna play till I find it. I'm gonna just play this video.
Texas. He was found. He went missing for 32 hours. Then he was found dead in the stairwell. And so you guys may know, I'm pretty sure everyone on this live video know about Kenneka Jenkins. And she was found unresponsive in the freezer of Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois. And she was missing for about 21 hours. And there's a total of 36 hours of footage. So it's the same thing. Let me type his name in the comments. His name is in the comments. This is how you spell his name. And so now, what I'm asking you guys to do, I'm asking you guys to share this video. And I'm also asking you guys to go on my page and share the flyer that I just created. And I'm also asking you guys to tune in to the live video of myself and Jedediah Brown. And I was told that the family are at the hotel and they are aware that me and him are coming down to the hotel. And so I asked you guys to go on my page and share the flyer that I just created. And I also asked you guys to share this video. And I also ask you guys to tune in to the live video of when we get down to the hotel, but to also share the video. Why am I asking you guys to share the video? Why am I asking you guys to share the flyer? It is important that we raise awareness about what's really going on throughout the management of all Crown Plaza hotels across, not only in Houston, Texas, or Rosemont, Illinois, but across the United States of America. It is important we raise awareness about what's going on with the management of Crown Plaza Hotel, of all Crown Plaza hotels across the United States of America. And as you guys can see, this isn't the first time that Crown Plaza was a part of a cover-up of a murder in the hotel. So I'm asking you guys to share these videos. Jorden was missing for 32 hours. 32 hours. And the management of the hotel have no answers. A lot of questions that needs to be asked. A lot of questions that need to be answered. He was found 32 hours later after he was reported missing. Found dead in the hallway, the stairwell of this hotel. Jorden Bilbo was found dead in the stairwell of this Crown Plaza Hotel in Houston, Texas. And you mean to tell me the management of this hotel have no answers for the family? Are you kidding me? Where is the manager? Where is the accountability in this hotel? Where is the transparency in this hotel? He was found dead in the stairwell of this hotel. Nobody's talking up, huh? Nobody's speaking. Wow. A disgrace to communities across the United States of America. Brother, I would not spend your money here. Jorden Bilbo was found dead in the stairwell, the 9th floor to the 5th floor, missing for 32 hours in this hotel. He was missing for 32 hours in this hotel. And you mean to tell me you guys expect not to be held accountable for your ungracious actions? Are you kidding me? A disgrace to communities across the United States of America. Poor management, a lack of transparency, a lack of accountability. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. A family is grieving. A family is grieving. And you mean to tell me there are no answers, no form of direction, no form of transparency, no form of accountability, no form of respect for humanity from the management of Crown Plaza Hotel? Say that again one more time for me, brother. Can you say what you getting? Can you say that one more time? What you getting?
A refund.
He's getting a refund. He's getting a refund. Do not spend your dollars here. A family is grieving, and the management of this hotel is quiet. Let me tell you something about silence. Silence is violence. Silence is complicity. If you call law enforcement to come remove me from this property, I was never asked to leave this property. Not one employee asked me to leave the property. I will leave when I get my first warning. I will leave when I am asked to leave peacefully. But in the meantime, I am here on the behalf of the residents across the country and the world to get justice for Jorden. 32 hours. And he was found dead in the stairwell of this hotel. Wow. Wow. And this brother over here getting a refund. The management of this hotel is a disgrace. Every last one of you guys that know something about Jordan's death should be ashamed of yourselves. Every last individual. Have no respect for humanity. None whatsoever. You cannot play games with real life situations. 32 hours in the cover-up. No justice, no peace. Crown Plaza won't get no sleep. No justice, no peace. Crown Plaza won't get no sleep. No justice, no peace. Crown Plaza will not get no sleep.
Now check this out, gang. Hold up. Here go a video I want to show y'all. This is what I want to show y'all. Hold on. I got to bring that back up. Y'all remember this? Bro, this how cold this shit is. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this lady right here? All right. Now watch this. Why do you think this lady make videos like this? T.Y. Rowland. Why did you art Kenneka Jenkins? Kenneka Jenkins' stepfather, James Coleman, he was there. What happened to the people? Carl Evans and James Coleman purred. Kenneka Jenkins, T.Y. dad. Listen to the then look at the title. Miss Teresa, why did you lie? Okay, check this out. He worked at the hotel. Rest in peace. Irene Roberts getting ready to perform. Check out the secret room. Kenneka Uncle J Money was at the hotel. Irene Roberts with the black eye. Kenneka Jenkins, please help. Zach TV once said he was in New York. Why he lied? You see what I'm saying? Y'all know who this lady is, bruh? Check this out. You can listen, you can just read the title and be like, man, that lady knows something. She ain't just no YouTuber, bruh. She know what happened. She know exactly what's going on, bruh. Tanasia, let me put something in her drink. Monifa Hood rat stuff. Jay Common, where you was at? The morning Kenneka Jenkins was found. Let's see why she said to Miss Teresa, why you lie? Uh-oh. Watch this.
Date, look at the time. Okay, this video right here, we got Teresa Martin in the Crown Plaza. Look at the date, look at the time. James Coleman is also there. You got the hotel manager. Just pay attention to the date and the time.
You know the time and the date.
Kenneka was.
Now look, she already know about the dates and the time on the footage. She already know everything what we trying to figure out, bro. Watch this.
Supposed to be killed.
You got undercover. She talking to a manager and undercover, bruh. Police officer. Check this out.
Now, pay attention to everything.
Now check this out. She know every. Guess how I found her? I'm finna show y'all a video because I was like, let me go on Facebook. I'm gonna just record a video right quick because nobody don't. Because eventually, this just to prove to me, bruh, that every time when I tell everybody to do research, and the other YouTuber told y'all to do research, that means if you didn't do your research, bruh, what that means, you would never know. Let me show y'all this video. Now, I don't know if she got something to do with it. I just believe she know what happened to her and she just throwing some stuff out there. Look. There she go, right? Guess how I found her? You would be flabbergasted how I found this lady, bruh. Through the Jenkins family. Through the Jenkins family, bruh. Man, I'm through talking about this shit, bruh. Cause this shit get crazy, man. This shit, Man, I already know, man. Look, this how people get murked, bro. This how people finna get murked, bro. Look. Here go the Jenkins family. They go the Jenkins family. Now this what I found out. Look. Bruh, all these people got money, bruh. These just ain't no scrubs, bruh. Look.
I know you watch my go in, call my phone, whole time I ain't picking up, a motherfucker got, but you ain't thinking of that 1 second that you put up there. A motherfucker like come around the corner, you creeping your gut, bro, you be thinking crazy all the time, you think like.
Y'all the ones confused. Y'all the ones irritated, don't know the truth, trying to seek justice and shit. I had a son called JFK for Kenneka Martin, a girl that was really cute in that hotel. Kenneka Jenkins was there. She was in the room when the girl Kenneka Martin was raped and killed.
The cold part about it, who the fuck is him? And why Miss Teresa letting this shit slide like, look. This another goddamn thing that got me puzzled, because I'm like, who is this dude? But look, here the lady go right here. She must have took that other video down. Cause I just want to show y'all she was walking around her house. She was walking around the house. And I just want to show y'all. Here you go. I think this is it right here. Here you go. See that? She was walking around the house. I'm like, damn, that John dicked out. Just like this John. See what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh! General Motor Technician Center. Uh-oh. Look, they go to the house. So check this out. She work as a security guard, right? Cause she used to go to, she had went live. She had went live, right? And she was showing, she was working at the security booth. And she was showing on her phone, somebody was sitting in the parking lot smoking a blunt. She was like, man, I'm just show y'all these camera work. These people act like we don't know what they be doing in their cars. She zoomed the camera in to show the nigga smoking the blunt, bro. And I'm like, damn, this lady a security guard. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So I was like, damn, I didn't know. Cause when I started doing my research, this lady, check this out. Y'all want to know the crazy part about this? Do y'all know who she look like? Do y'all know who she look like that be popping in my chat sometime? And I'm going to just leave it like that. Man, y'all, then look. Boy, 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 boy. But look, this the last time I'm gonna talk about this stuff here. Cause what I just told y'all, y'all can do y'all own research and figure that shit here out. Look. All right. I just want to show y'all this. Boom. Same house, same crib, same chick, bruh. So look, if Trey Gang linked her back to who? To who? So don't these videos explain this? Kenneka Jenkins. Watch how they move. Who was recording this? Rest in peace, Kenneka Jenkins. They carry her out the bathroom. Whoa! She know what happened to her, bruh. Part 2 carried out the bathroom. What's going on here? Rest in peace, Kenneka Jenkins. Why he disrespected Kenneka Jenkins? What's going on?
And instead of addressing me, he said it's henchman. And I just, when the shit first started. Right. Y'all wasn't paying attention. The nigga was about to be homeless. He started that goddamn freedom fund, and now the nigga riding all out of town and they renting cars. Y'all better pay attention, man. And he got mad with us because we wouldn't give him no money. Right. Ain't nothing, bro. Ain't nothing.
But like I said yesterday, as far as the donations and stuff, that's their business. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't donate. If I donate, yeah, I be asking questions. So that ain't none of my business. I don't care nothing about it.
Now just peep game why she just look at all her videos, bruh. Check this out. Just look, she don't talk. She ain't trying to break it down. She ain't trying to get her opinion on it. Only thing she just finna do is put a title on this mother. Irene riding with Kenneka and fighting Bree Bree. You would be surprised how I found that lady, bruh. And I was like, whoa. Wait a minute. Because I started it off with the Browns. With the Browns. So, if I started off with the Browns, how the fuck is leading back to straight drop them? Put it like this here. Put it like this here. What's Perkins' last name? Wilson, right? What's her last name? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, don't y'all see how many goddamn YouTubers in on this shit? She know the whole playbook. But yeah, gang, I'm finna get on the back this job, man. Trey gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Pay y'all. Appreciate the new subscriber, gang. Appreciate the pay y'all, gang, holding it down. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna go live tomorrow, same time, same place. You know what I'm talking about. So y'all stay tuned to that. But man, I'm telling y'all, bro, this the last time I'm finna be doing this, exposing this family tree because check this out. If somebody ever wanna threaten Trey Gang on the Kenneka Jenkins case, right? And they threaten me, right? Look how many people, bro, that Trey Gang got to go against. Man, you will never know. Man, you will never know, bro. Man, you won't even see shit coming. Just say, man, look. Just say you exposing somebody at the hotel. Just say, yeah, I'm finna expose Peas and Killer. Next thing you know, they got some people you never saw before. What's up, Trey Gang? I'm a big fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I've been following you for years, Jack. We need to hook up and kill me? Hell no. But yeah, gang. Trey Gang, pay y'all. Appreciate that cash app too, y'all. Appreciate that, Jack. But yeah, I'm out.